I'm videotaping this in a hotel room using the lamp as my tripod, and this is for all you ladies who want to try and travel with zero carry-on. And I have friends who are like, what is in your backpack? They just don't believe it. So in this picture here, this is me taking off. I have 3 flights to get where I'm going. Hot destination in the south, and this is for anyone who wants to travel hot destinations, women basically. So I'm going to show you what's inside this. I just flew in last night at midnight, and I had 3 flights to get home, and let me tell you, if I had checked luggage through Houston, I would have never made my flight. As it was, I had 3 hours to get through immigration and to my plane, and I was the last person to get on the plane. They were calling last call. The sign said I still had an 8-minute walk. I had my shoes in my hand, my liquids in my hand, a backpack on my back, and I was running in my bare feet. And I just got on the plane in time. And so 3 hours was not enough if you're not a US citizen, because you end up in the long line. I am going to unpack my already used backpack from travel, so things may be a little crunched and wrinkly, but I just want to show you what is inside my backpack. Zero carry-on bag, because now you have to pay for your carry-on, and airlines can suck it. I'm not paying the extra money. I'm a budget traveler. So here's what's in it. Side pouch, insulated water bottle, really important. I like the ones that have a like leak-proof seal, so you can take it on a boat, you can take it to the pool, you can put it in your bag upside down, rather than just like the coffee mugs that people like to put their fancy drinks in. Tip though, for next time, I will bring my own metal straw, because everyone's going to paper straws, and metal straws will just last in your drink, be colder. I went through like 2 or 3 paper straws in one drink, unless you drink it all really fast, because it's so hot and humid that it just disintegrates in your drink. So a metal straw will be something I will add to this. Other side pouch, sometimes this lands inside, but when I'm traveling I kind of keep it out. This is the ugliest scarf that I've ever found, but it's so dual purpose because it's big and square. Sometimes I use it at the beach, sometimes I put it over my face when I'm flying in the airplane, just because you can hide yourself. This trip, I actually ended up using it as a wrap. So I just kind of went like that and tied it, and it's what I walked around my resort in, over my bathing suit. So that was this I'd take everywhere. So to start with, we're gonna look in the top pouch. Backpacks are great with pouches, different ones, so you can know where the easy access things in. So this top one is always where I put the things that I'll need when I'm on the plane. So charging block, multi-charger, 3 different heads for a friend or whatever else you need to charge. So that's a definite keep. Headphones, ones that plug in, so you can use them in the plane, and you don't have to worry about charging them. So yes, they have wires, they are not wireless. SPF lip balm, don't go anywhere without it. Loops, earplugs, little travel case. These little puppies, amazing. Use them every night, use them in the plane. That's all that's in that one. I grabbed this last minute. It was just to carry around my phone, and it has a little zipper here for extra money, extra cards. My Canadian passport, a pen, which I never used, a fork, which just always lives in here and I never used, because you just never know when you need a fork. Probably could use it as a comb, because I didn't bring a comb. And some extra hair ties. you never know when you're gonna need a hair tie. I had to use it to keep an outside cupboard door closed because it was banging in the wind, so hair ties come in handy. So obviously, this is what I was wearing on the plane. I wore it all the way there. A helpful tip for you ladies is if you have a pair of underwear you don't love, wear them on the plane, and when you get to your destination, throw them away, and then you have all fresh to start your travel with. I'm a big fan of some wear and toss items, especially if you're doing something like a Camino, because you don't want to start your Camino with any dirty laundry. Anyways, throw away underwear, perfect. So I ended up wearing these home as well on the plane, and did not wear them once when I was there because it was too hot to even think about wearing any kind of pants, really. So they were just fancy travel clothes and stretchy waistbands, so super comfortable. Okay. Other front pouch. Oh, some leftover money. Couple band-aids. This was something that I really didn't ever regret taking. I took a bunch of true lemon, true grapefruit. I took some Singles coffee packets because where I was staying, I was just like, I'm kind of a coffee snob now, so I need good coffee and not crappy coffee. If I was staying at a resort that had coffee, I probably would have had. Anyway, and then I also brought a bunch of liquid IVs and hydration packets and Propel packets and different things like that to add to my water, just to help myself drink more while I was sweating more, because I'm a sweater in hot destinations, who isn't? So I did have a few more of those, obviously, and used them. So we did this pouch, we did this pouch, we did this pouch. So now we're in the first big pouch. Flip-flops, one pair only, and then these are also in a Ziploc bag, but I really highly recommend this if you have to do a lot of walking rocky roads and stuff, and on the beach, or where you might have to be walking in the rocks in the water. And they are just a water shoe that I bought off Amazon, and they keep the sand out and the water can flow through them, and then they have a sole on the bottom, so it sort of stays on your foot. It's way better than trying to wear like your nice flip-flops. Thigh societies for when you're wearing a dress and you're sweating. Sometimes it's nice to keep your thighs from rubbing, but I only wore them once. I don't think I will take these again on a hot holiday because they're just warm. So I'm going to put these in the pile that I don't necessarily need to take, because I feel like if you just have a little bit of extra sunscreen, that works. Before I left on my trip, I did have a waterproof case for my iPhone 15, which is recording me right now, and so that I could take it down snorkeling and diving, and it was showing up the day after I left. So I ended up bringing an old case with an old iPhone 10. So there's just an extra phone in here that I wouldn't need to take, but this Pro Shot is really great. The one for my iPhone 15 will go down 150 feet. I will never be diving deeper than that, and stays waterproof. And then on the inside for snorkeling, there's a cavity here, so you can put a key or anything like that inside. It creates an airlock so it floats, and then when you're diving, you fill this up with water so that it goes down nicely and doesn't affect your buoyancy. And you can store like extra things in here on your way, whatever will fit. Extra drink packets actually is a really good idea to put in there, because you want to fill every open cavity in your packing. This is kind of crumply, but sun hat. It's important to have one that stays on, so if it has a tie at the back or a tie under here, because when you're going out on a boat, you want to make sure that doesn't fly off your head. That's it. Big pouch. On the very top, liquids bag. I keep that at the top because some airports want you to take it out and put it in the tray separately, and some don't care, so it's always on the top. And let's look what's inside really quickly. Reef safe sunscreen. Even if you are not snorkeling or diving or whatever, if you are going to be going in the water at all. Hotel shampoo bottles. I really find the ones that I like. Get rid of what's inside there and put my favorites inside. So I had one little shampoo, and I always take Pantene Pro V intensive treatment, and that's my conditioner, because when you're in the salt water, this really helps at the end of the day to wash all that out and make your hair feel better. And a little bottle of leave-in conditioner. This is just a spray bottle of hand sanitizer that I dumped out and put bug spray in, because where I was going, bugs bother people and you get bites, but I didn't end up having to use it at all because I stayed out of the sand at the back when the bugs come out in the evening. So I didn't end up actually using this. I don't think I'll need it, but a lot of people were getting bites and would need it, so it's something I did not use. Mini toothpaste, night cream, sunscreen for my face when I'm not going in the water, in a contact case, because you'll never need more than that. This was an extra little bit of face sunscreen. I did use all of what was in here, and I didn't use any of what was in there. It was really nice to have some night cream to put on at the end of the day before you went to bed, just to try and keep your face hydrated when it's getting so much sun. Vaseline, kind of take that everywhere. Helps with the rubbing, or your sandal rubbing, whatever. And some sea drops for my snorkel mask for anti-fog. So that I'll use. Bathroom bag. In this side, mouth guards, a few Q-tips, and a few safety pins, which I did not use, but they're always good to have. Other side pouch. Meds. Just a bunch of different meds that I have, and some vitamins. I always put the pharmacy sticker on the front of it so it says what it is, because you will be much better off getting through countries like Nicaragua, where they really want to make sure you have your original packaging, and I think if you have this original sticker it would be better. But I haven't gone anywhere where they actually cared, so I'm just going to keep it that way, and it keeps everything condensed and not in the bottle, so it keeps things space-wise better. Day and nighttime cold meds, because colds were going around when I left, and I just took them in case, didn't use them. Probably would take a chance next time. Toothbrush, cream deodorant, which is all natural deodorant, so it's better for the environment as well, and it's just a paste, you put it on. It's a Canadian made product. Dramamine, didn't use it. Tweezers. This is my, nothing there, that's nothing. This is my nighttime wear. So, little tiny contact case, put a little bit of my under eye concealer, which I hardly use, but it keeps it contained into a small thing, and eyeliner. These two were something that I used if I went out in the evening. No point in putting it on during the day because you just sweat it all off anyway, and plus I was diving almost every day, so it didn't make sense to even think about that. I had some powder, didn't use it, wouldn't take it, it'll just sweat off. These are all the things we're not using. And this is probably the part you guys are all most interested in, is the clothes section. So let's just see what's in this big pouch. that I brought. This is an OtterBox waterproof. When I'm traveling on the plane, I put my sunglasses in it to keep them from breaking all in here, and then they come out and they never leave my face the whole time. And this, I made a strap for it with a little buckle here. You put this around your waist when you go snorkeling. You can put an iPhone, keys, money, Lipsol, anything that you just did not want to leave on the beach, credit cards, whatever. Lock it up, put it around your waist, snorkel with it with you, and then you feel safe. So I also, when I'm traveling, I put the sunglasses in there, and when I came, I had 3 pairs of underwear in there as well, because you want to fill all those little open places. Okay. Swim shorts. Wore these most of the time. The first day I went snorkeling, I had a regular swimsuit bottom on, and I had put sunscreen everywhere, and I thought I had gotten it like on these little places right here, but your swimsuit rides up just a tiny bit. I had about 2-inch strip all along the back of my butt that burnt pretty significantly, where it hurt for 2 days. So then I thought, okay, so you can wear a regular bathing suit to the beach, to the pool, whatever, but having some kind of shorts was actually a really good thing for snorkeling and diving. So I wore these a lot. Swimsuit top. Second swimsuit. And third swimsuit top. There is a bottom in here somewhere. I will find it. I will find it. So there will be 3 swimsuits. Rash guard top. Really helpful when it's bright like this, so you can be seen when you're out in the water, and when you're diving they can decipher you between everybody because you're the most colorful. You need to wear these to protect yourself from the sun. I can't stress that enough. Rash guard top number 1, rash guard top number 2, which I also wore on the plane on the way there, just because it was a little cooler. So 2 tops. Just some cotton PJ shorts for when I was going to bed in my room. Nice and light. These are all a little damp. They didn't quite dry. So, sundress number 1, sundress number 2, sundress number 3. If you will notice, everything was inside out there. There's a reason I put things inside out and then I roll them up. That way, if they're rubbing against something in here like my black flippers or something like that, if they get dirty or marked, it's on the inside of your garment rather than the outside. Just a tip. This Columbia cooling tank top has a cutout back. Really liked it. Didn't wear it a lot, but I did wear it to and from walking when I wanted to keep my bathing suit top kind of covered up. So one top. Here's the other bottoms. The other bottoms. Swimsuit bottom. Okay. My full face snorkel mask that I took and used in 1, 2, 3 pairs of underwear, plus the ones that I was wearing. A little backpack that just opens up into a little backpack so I could take it when I went shopping to the store. I used this a lot actually, taking it often on a boat because it was a lot smaller than this. This is my favorite Mountain Equipment Co-op dress, travel dress, has nice pockets, very flattering, super light, a little bit of water resistance. This one is my all-time favorite and I will not go traveling anywhere without it. It can double as a nightie or whatever you want. I love it. And then my flippers, so I can go snorkeling whenever I want. That's it. That's the whole backpack. So these things right here are the things that may not have to come back. One thing that I will do next time is I probably won't take 4 sundresses. I will only take 3 because I wore like my favorite 3 and rotated through them. I was away for 8 nights and I could have easily went with 3 sundresses instead of 4. And then on days when I needed to wear shorts to the boat, I would wear this over my swimsuit and then the swim shorts as my shorts until they got wet and I was under the water diving. So all of that fit in this and I really didn't need anything more.
A quick recap. This shawl or scarf or wrap or whatever it is, super thin. You can see my hands underneath it. This is one of the most invaluable things. I found it at a thrift store. It's not maybe my favorite print, but I will find another one. I will definitely always take it. Bathroom bag, please, everyone, make sure you're taking small things. You don't need any full size anything. Just get some little hotel bottles or something that you like and just fill stuff with your own things, like the under eye concealer. I am telling you, I just gotta open it. I just put a tiny little bit in there. What? It's gonna do. That'll do. Like I can use that for a long time because I don't use a lot of it. So just please don't pack full size items anywhere you go. There's no need. So sandals, water shoes, you can get them in any color. I wore them a lot. Hat, don't go without it. Insulated water bottle, don't go without it. Passport, don't go without it. A charging cord. Earphones, Blistex, SPF, don't go anywhere without it. Earplugs, they really helped. And juice packets were definitely something that I did not regret taking. It was a really good idea. Some sort of waterproof case for your phone, even if it's not like a snorkeling one. Anyway, you want to keep it protected from the water and the sand and the salt. So I would just recommend having something, a little extra bag of some sort that just squashes in, because grocery stores and stores, they don't have plastic bags anymore, even down there. So that would be a good recommendation. Sunglasses, don't go anywhere without them. 3 pairs of underwear. Waterproof case, you don't need it. But if you're doing snorkeling and stuff like that, then it's something I would take. Pajama shorts, 1 tank top, which I barely used. And like underwear, come on, you guys, seriously, you wear them in the evening for like a couple of hours because most of the time you're in a swimsuit all day long. So these are my 4 sundresses. They're a little crinkly now, but they were in good shape when I got there. I wore this one twice. I wore this one twice. I wore this one once. I wore this one twice. And I think I wore the other 3 twice because they were shorter. Both of these 2 dresses were really nice for going out. But I mean, everything looks good. And you don't get judged for what you're wearing when you're in a country that wearing clothes is almost too much, you know? Like, you don't need a lot of clothes. 2 rash guards. Definitely take at least one. I took 2 so one could dry and I could use the other. 3 swimsuits. You could do less underwear and an extra swimsuit if you really wanted to, but for 8 days that was far more than enough. I probably could have taken 2 and been fine. My favorite were these 2. This I wore maybe once or twice, and I could have left that behind as well. Snorkel mask and fins in this backpack. No carry-on. No need to pack way too much clothes that you're never gonna wear. Just take the basics, some essentials. Make sure you have your meds. Everything else you can buy if you forgot. Make sure you have sunglasses. And that's it. That's it. In a backpack.